What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got some news that we need to be having a little bit of a look about, including some rulings which are pretty gosh darned important. And it's all going to be revolving around Venusmon from BT10. Shout out to the lovely DTCG Review for making us aware of this, bringing us translations of the rulings. This is awesome. And by the way, right, I've said this many times in many videos, but let me say it again. If you are a fan of the Digimon TCG and you are not following DTCG Review on Twitter, you might want to fix that sooner rather than later, because come on, they're awesome. Also, there have been many times when I've needed a little bit of advice or wanted to run something past somebody, and I've messaged DTCG Review. They're awesome and super helpful and lovely, and I have nothing but wonderful things to say about them. So this new Venusmon then, this is your level 6 super rare from BT10, 13 cost to play, 4 cost to digivolve, 12,000 power, all fairly big. And when digivolving, all of your opponent's Digimon get security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn, which is potentially really good because anything that doesn't have extra security attack is essentially turned off for a turn. You know, I was lucky enough to be casting the regional at the UK Games Expo this past week, and I do hope a bunch of you caught that because it was so much fun. But we saw there that there were plenty of turns where, you know, you needed to stop 2 Digimon attacking / get blockers / recover in order to hold on for a turn. And this is going to be absolutely brilliant in that regard. If your opponent needs to attack once, but they've got 3 Digimon on the field, drop this. Then none of them get to attack and you get another turn to try and win the game. Then on your opponent's turn, your opponent's Digimon with security attack cannot attack this Digimon and cannot activate either when attacking or when digivolving effects. Now, there's not much controversy in the first part of this. Getting security attack -1, all well and good. What about the whole opponent's turn? Your opponent's Digimon with security attack cannot attack this Digimon and can't activate when attacking and when digivolving effects. So when does it actually apply? Well, when an opponent's Digimon receives either security attack +1 or security attack -1, and this will apply even if the Digimon has received security attack +1 and security attack -1, so is back to just a neutral single security attack. So if they've got any skill which is giving them extra or less security attack, they're not going to be able to activate when attacking or when digivolving effects. And do remember, in Digimon, if you give yourself something like security attack +1 and digivolve, you get to keep it. So there's no evolving out of this. One of the really good things about Digimon is that you can get security attack +1 or something similar and then evolve to keep that skill. It's really nice. But if you've got either of those, you're good. Well, you're not good, you're actually bad, but the Venusmon player is good. If an opponent's Digimon digivolves and get security attack +1 from an inheritable skill upon meeting conditions. So let's take Greymon from BT7 as an example. That's a card we see a lot in X-Antibody decks. It's got an inheritable skill. On your turn, while this Digimon has X-Antibody in its traits, it gains security attack +1. So any X-Antibody Digimon digivolving from that, Alphamon as an example, that's quite a nice X-Antibody card that sees a bunch of play, right? Then, as soon as they digivolve, at that moment, they will then have security attack +1 because of Greymon and having digivolved therefrom, at which point they've got security attack +1, and Venusmon will kick in and stop them doing anything fun. Then they don't get any when attacking or when digivolving effects, and cannot attack this Digimon. Sorry about that. And then if an opponent's Digimon digivolves and gets security attack +1 from digivolving, an example of this would be Metal Greymon X-Antibody, as an example. That's a card whereby when digivolving, you gain security attack +1 until the end of your opponent's turn. Then if Metal Greymon or X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution sources, this Digimon gains 3,000 power until the end of your opponent's turn. And I need to give a shout out for Brian Dara here for pointing this out. Essentially, Metal Greymon will get security attack +1 and will get the 3000 power boost. And then Venusmon will kick in and stop it having anything else. You see, the difference here is you Digivolve, you don't have security attack +1 unless you've got it from something else. And then you get security attack +1 and the 3000 power. And then you have got security attack +1, and at that point you will be affected by Venusmon. So anything after that will be affected, you can't attack, etc, etc. But you do get to Digivolve up and get the security attack +1 and the 3000 power, at which point you end up being caught by Venusmon. That is fairly important. When will it not apply? Well, if an opponent's Digimon Digivolves and did not get security attack +1 without meeting conditions. So an example here would be the promo Sunarizamon, which of course is a pretty nice card we all kind of like. That one says, while this Digimon is black and has 13,000 power or more, it gains security attack +1. Now, if you are a black Digimon and have 13,000 or more power, then yes, obviously at that point you've got security attack +1, so Venusmon will kick in and stop it doing fun things. However, if you're not, then sure, you've got security attack. And this is the argument. The argument is, well, hang on a second. It's got security attack +1 printed on the card, or it's Digivolved from something that has. So maybe this should be turned off by Venusmon? No. It's only when you actually meet the requirements here that you get to be affected by Venusmon. If you don't actually meet the requirements to get the security attack, then it unfortunately doesn't work. So to go back to Dora Greymon as a nice example, that one only gives security attack +1 if you've got X-Antibody, so if you Digivolve it into a non-X-Antibody, Venusmon won't care. And it also won't apply if an opponent's Digimon Digivolves and selects Venusmon as the target before triggering security attack +or -1. So Starter Deck Jesmon is a nice little example here. And I know we've had like a billion Jesmon at this stage, so sorry about that. So Jesmon, when attacking, you can play a Digimon card with Systemon in its name from your hand without paying. And on your turn, once per turn, when you play another Digimon by an effect, you gain 3000 power and security attack +1 for the turn. But what happens here is you are attacking, you choose to attack Venusmon, you play Systemon, and then you gain 3000 power and security attack +1, but you've already selected Venusmon as a target, and then you play Systemon, and then security attack +1 triggers, and at that stage, unfortunately for the Venusmon player, it's a little bit too late. Venusmon has already been selected as a target. So after getting security attack +1, no, Jesmon isn't allowed to select Venusmon, but it's already done so. This is one of the weirder cards we've had, one of the more awkward ones, so hopefully this ruling makes a bit of sense. Hopefully this has helped to illuminate things. One more shout out to DTCG Review for translating it and making it nice and easy. Now, there is one more thing we need to talk about before we finish here, and that is that there is a new promo coming, a magazine promo. I am a huge fan of magazine promos. I think I've made that kind of clear. It's been a little bit of a while since we actually had a magazine promo. The last one we got was the Gamamon, which was a promo on Psycho Jump magazine, which was months ago at this stage. Well, the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, there is another promo coming, and it is again coming in Psycho Jump magazine. It is coming in the August issue, which is hitting shelves on the 4th of July, and it is featuring this Digimon. What Digimon's this? I don't know. It's a new Digimon. It's actually kind of adorable. You know, Gamamon and Pulsamon are my boys at the moment, but it's kind of like a cute little evil bear with a jetpack attached to it. Looks a bit like evil Mecha Teddy, so yeah, I could kind of get in on this. And look, I am an absolute sucker for magazine promos. I just am. So there is literally zero chance I don't import this magazine to get this promo. This is adorable. As for how we end up getting this, don't worry about it. Like I say, the last promo that was actually given out on a magazine over in Japan was Gamamon, and you may well have noticed if you turned up to the pre-release for BT8, the most recent pre-release, you would have just been given a Gamamon. It was just a promo. So basically, yeah, it's a weird magazine promo over in Japan of a brand new Digimon we've never seen before, but it's going to be released as a promo in some way over here. We don't exactly know how, but one of the things, and I've given Bandai props for this a lot, and I'm sorry, I'm going to keep doing it, one of the awesome things that Bandai have been really making an effort to do is they have been making these promos available. They have been making sure that when these promos come out in Japan, that we get them over here, one way or another. And it's a little bit weird and different and awkward as to how exactly they get given out. It's not exactly uniform, so I wouldn't really want to start making, these huge predictions here or there. But I feel extremely confident saying that one way or another, we will end up getting this, and I, for one, am absolutely delighted. But now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about Venusmon. Tell me how good you think the card is. Tell me how much sense these rulings make. And then tell me what you think of this brand new Digimon and any predictions you've got for the promo. Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.